I'm going to let it do the outside rim before I change filaments, because I don't want the filament to look discontinuous from the outside. So now it's doing an infill, so I'm going to pause it while it's doing its infill. It's going to center its, or it's going to go back to its home XY position. So I go back, tool, and then I'm going to unload the old filament. So that it doesn't make a mess out of the filament. Spools come with holes so you don't unravel it. And hit the load button. This is where I do my color changes. This is just a filament guide. Helps keep your filament becoming a mess. And sometimes it's a hassle. Here we go. Getting a new one started. And then I'll watch underneath for it to come out. Wait for the gold to come out. A little sharpened putty knife here for getting the globs out. There's a glob of the turquoise that I was just printing. I let it get all the turquoise out. It's very hot in there. Sometimes these globs just want to get stuck on the head. There it is. Got it out. Gold's already starting to feed through. So stop it. Now, because the bottom plate moved a little bit, I go ahead and home X and home Y, so it's back where it knows where its home is at. I make sure, because the temperature is already starting to drop, make sure to go ahead and preheat it again right away. And while it's heating up, I can go ahead and navigate through the menu system, get back to my printing, and tell it to continue, and it's going to pick up back on the infill of the print, and now it's going to start laying gold down on the infill. That's a little honeycomb pattern, and once it lays down that gold infill, it'll go back to printing the outside rim, which is what you actually see. You never actually see an infill after a print is done. So it's good to change colors at that point. That way there's no discontinuity from seeing it from the outside, and there it goes. It's laying its ring around the outside. You can start to see a little bit of a goldish tint. Right now it kind of looks like a baby poop color, but it's laying its goldish, gold filament around the outside. You just barely see the tint on that turquoise.